I'm gonna rip your eyes out of your head and piss on your single-digit IQ brain.
It's another week. Another week. I was off last week. But it's the Ray Hyclak Show, goddammit. We're live again. Doing the damn thing, as the old people would say. Live from the troll holes. Today, Troll Manor. As we're making bold predictions. Recapping holidays, and just getting into general foolishness here on the Ray Hyclak Show. It's the 28th of December, last show of the year. The troll hole will be staying the same, but the year will be different. I have predictions for 2026 that we'll get into as well. We're going to talk about some news. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Rob Reiner situation that has been going on since last week. Nick Reiner, the son, arrested. Greta Thunberg gets arrested herself, but for bullshit reasons. We'll read some news stories for it. Form an opinion so you don't have to. This is the Ray Hyclak Show. Thank you guys for being here, as we are every Sunday. Every Sunday you can find us here live on the Ray Hyclak Show. You remember it. Like, share, subscribe. Do all the things. Shout out to Abraham Drinking. Any info you want on them, go to the Facebook. We're on the Facebook. If you're on the Facebook right now, click it and take yourself to the Abraham Drinking Facebook. Those guys are over there every single week. Mondays. I'm going to turn that up. That is far too soft for me. I can barely hear myself. I'm going to bring myself up a little in my headphones. How's my microphone? There we are. A little bit more. I like it. The show today, I'm going to be here about an hour, so we got another 58 minutes with you guys, because I don't count intro time. Usually I get started around, the show gets started around 8:55, but it's going to be changing, by the way. If you're a fan of the mental ward, hopefully you join me at 7 p.m. Starting in January, probably the 11th or the 18th. I will not be here for the 4th. Just to let everybody know, January 4th, I will be off. I am doing I'm doing a thing called 51st Jokes. That is at Hilarities Pickwick and Frolic in 4th Street District of Cleveland, Ohio, that nice little alleyway where all the wonderful restaurants are, and Pickwick and Frolic is one of those wonderful restaurants in there. And Hilarities 4th Street Theater, one of the greatest clubs in the world, bar none, talked about from comedians all over the world. So I'll be there telling one joke with 50 other comedians. That's different jokes, if you're wondering, but there's one joke to be told by all of us. So it's going to be an interesting year. And this year's been weird, man. This year's been super, super fucking weird. A lot of political hits. We've had craziness outside of ICE detention centers. We've had popes dying. We've had a lot in the last couple of years, or the last year. That's insane. I quit my day gig. Will I focus on streaming full time? No, because I don't think that there is a market for my sexy ass but once a week. But we shall see. Also Saturdays, January 24th. Want you guys to watch Main Event Madness, or Main Card Madness. We will be back for that, for the UFC, starting with UFC 324. And we're doing 325 live streams, reacting to everything, getting you people involved in one of the greatest things ever, pay-per-view-less MMA at a high level. None of this ONE FC, none of this Amazon Prime bullshit. They're going to Paramount Plus, and if you have the 120 premium, it's going to get wild. All right, kids. So we'll be able to get together for those and select fight nights in 2026 as well. Oh, boy. Yeah, I took last week off because my girlfriend and I went down to Ohio State for her family. Her cousin graduated from the Ohio State University, and did the graduation thing with them. Sat through it. I thought it was going to be like a 4-hour fucking, like, not even marathon, dredge. Thing lasted about 2 hours. It's great. I love when things like that, you expect something to be, taken in, and all of a sudden, boom, we actually can get out of here at a decent time. Stayed Monday, came back Monday for to just be around home. And then, Christmas came. A lot of cool stuff that I got. Show you these. What was that dropped? Something dropped out of there. Oh, that's what that was. Oh, I'm fat, everybody. Got this. This is a Boston Scally Cap company Jerry Cheevers hat. I like it a lot, actually, because you got the Jerry Cheevers right there on the back there as well, and then you got Jerry on the inside. So that was good. My girlfriend, I love this woman. I love this woman to death. She got me something I didn't think was gonna be even a gift, because I don't expect people to like buy me big ticket items, and I think this is a big ticket item. And she got me a Quest. She got me a Meta Quest 3 VR headset, and I beat myself up in Drunken Bar Fight 2. I bought that stuff. It was $10. $10. You can buy a game with a character voiced by me in your VR headset for $10. Go buy it now. Drunken Bar Fight 2 is what the game's called. Let's see. Did I send myself? I want to see if I sent myself the thing here. I think I did send myself the video. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, let me screen share this, bring it down to this thing right here. Oh, there we are, Facebook. Here we are. Mr. Beast, give me some money. All right, there's like sort of. I completely. Nope, sorry, my credit cards are all maxed out. Yeah, that's me.
This might be my. I just realized I completely blacked out after my first beer tonight, and I am loving it.
Loving it.
This is the first time I've hung out with people that don't hate me yet.
So I got to play this for like half an hour.
You're hurting my bedbug scars.
Thank you.
I just realized the more alcohol I drink, the smarter I become.
It's true.
I completely blacked out after my first beer tonight, and I am loving it.
He disappeared. Oh, there he is. There he is. I tried to figure like the walking around and like there's all kinds of stuff.
I feel like God right now. I completely
Just shoot him, punching him.
I feel like I can feel my mild depression. That hurt.
So yeah, that's me playing Drunken Bar Fight 2 and beating myself up. So there's that, which is awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure thumbs up wherever you're watching. All right. So yeah, Christmas, not a real big Christmas guy. Not a real big Christmas guy. It's usually just another day of the week to me. I've had a lot of tragedy go around this time of year. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you can't celebrate. And you celebrate it if it brings you joy. You celebrate it if it brings you any kind of memories from your childhood that were good. I just, in my teens and 20s, had Christmas ruined for me enough where it was like, I think I'm done. And it's nothing anybody did or nothing anybody really, was trying to do to make me hate Christmas. I've just had a lot. I lost my dad 6 days before Christmas. The funeral was the day after. That one was always fun. I lost my grandfather around Christmas young, a dog around Christmas young. So it's definitely, Christmas has never really been my favorite. And it's never really had a place in my heart that really allows me to like give a shit about it. And it's just, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I don't begrudge people. I'm not like, it's this kind of holiday. Yeah, no, we all celebrate Christmas for different reasons. That's the beauty of the holiday. Most people spend it around their families. Most people do a lot of cool things. I just sat at home and drank. That's it. That's all I did. I had no other recourse, no other things to do. Hung out, watched a little Christmas TV, opened my presents from mom, got some cool stuff. I got pot leaf pants from my mother, which was a bit of a surprise. This year's been sort of the expected gifts. Like I was expecting this, but I did not expect Temu pot leaf plants on my legs, and it's definitely there, kids. And yeah, it's I'm wearing them right now. Actually, I want to see if I can show these here. Yeah, here. These are, I'm trying to get a good angle. These are my pot leaf pants. So I'm white trashing it hard for sure. With my weed pants. So, and what else did I get? I got like gift cards. I got all that kind of crap. Nothing really like, besides the Meta Quest, which was the definite like holy shit gift. Everything else was just, clothes and gift cards and stuff I can use to buy stuff. So Merry Christmas to you all. I will say that. Hopefully you guys had a very safe Christmas. And I hope this girl did as well. Let me go down to my news tab. Or should I do predictions? Let's go to the news. I feel like that's where we should go first. Trying to find it. Oh, there it is. It's gonna be loud. So hopefully you guys enjoy. It's news time, and it's no, that's the Malaysian Sun. All right, let me see the BBC. There we are. Take the BBC. I'll take it. Take all the BBC. Look, we're about to read this full story together. Is BBC trustworthy? Maybe not. But I mean, here's my thing with this whole story. This was from 6 days ago, so there's not really any new updates. Greta Thunberg has been arrested at a demonstration in support of a pro-Palestine action, or a Palestine action protest, who are hunger striking in prison, who are on hunger strike. Okay. According to the Prisoners for Palestine protest group. So a group paid probably by some NGO out there to cause some shit. The 22-year-old activist was detained in the city of London after attending the scene of an early morning demonstration on Fenchurch Street. In a video shared by the group, she could be seen holding a sign reading, "I support the Palestine action prisoners. I oppose genocide." Okay. The city of London said the 22-year-old was arrested and later bailed, so she's out, for displaying a placard in support of proscribed organization. In this case, Palestine Action, contrary to Section 13 of the Terrorism 2000 Act. Officer said, recall, blah, 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 7 GMT, a man and a woman, they were glued themselves. So this girl did nothing. She basically showed up to be a mascot for a pro-Palestine organization. And I got to tell you, I'm going to be deathly honest with you guys. I have some people that are watching on Rumble. I have some people who are watching on X, and people watch afterwards on other platforms. I don't think she should have been arrested. What I think they should have done to ignore this girl is just walked right by her, because they know she just wants to get arrested. That's what Greta Thunberg does. There is no ideal of this woman being some kind of actual threat. Like, if she started bombing people, I would call her a terrorist. But she is just, the word misguided isn't even the word anymore for her. I honestly think she's doing this willingly and being paid by NGOs, because remember, after she said, "How dare you?" people gave a fuck. Then the world opened up again, and nobody gave a fuck when she turned 21. 5 years ago, this girl was on top of the world, sailing from Sweden to the UN on a boat, and then screaming at adults saying, "How dare you?" She is in on this for the attention. She's been going with other NGO organizations to try and get food into Palestine and being arrested every time. Like, she's just doing this shit for stunts and giggles at this point. She's not genuine. You can tell. Because she went from climate now to this. And still trying to foist climate stuff, even though this has nothing to do with any of it. With any of the climate. This has nothing to do with that. I don't want to hear, oh, it's migration and all. No. They've lived in those places for eons and eons. They're fine. Okay? They've got water sources. They've got irrigation sources, but they don't use said irrigation sources in these places. People build them for them, and then they go into disrepair. Pure and simple. It's all you can really say about this when it comes to good old Greta. If I was a cop and somebody told me to arrest Greta Thunberg, I'd go, you make the other two guys famous. I don't want to give her attention. That's all you have to do with this girl. I guarantee you, any police station, any police jurisdiction in the world, if they ignored her, there'd be no stories. She would fade away into existence. She's sitting there with a placard. Like, I don't like what she has to say. I don't like a lot of the stuff she says. She's not that intelligent of a girl, and that's talk coming from a guy with a high school only education who reads the internet a lot. But you ignore this. You ignore the child throwing a temper tantrum. That's what this woman is. She has been coddled her whole life. She was on a boat at 15 going to make a speech. I mean, what more do you really need to know about good old Greta here? She has just ignore this broad. Ignore her and she will go away. She'll try and go to the next fashionable thing and try and get arrested doing that. And it comes to a point where you look at a person like this and just go, we're not going to be a hole in your punch card. Any jurisdiction in the world would never put up with her. Just be if any protester, honestly, at this point, unless they hit the cop, ignore them. Ignore them. Pay no mind. We need to walk past these people because they're not genuine. They're disingenuous people. They really are. Because you look at this girl, and it was all about what her parents told her in 2020. All of what her parents told her. 2019, whenever it was. But like this woman is just, she's seeking attention. And I don't think we should give it to her. I'm giving her attention on this because she got arrested for a dumb reason. She shouldn't have been arrested for holding a placard. If she broke some shit, fine. Arrest her. But she really didn't do much. She just sat there with a thing that says, I support the prisoners. Okay. If she isn't doing anything but the assholes next to her are, arrest her. Arrest them. Don't arrest her. It's the only time I'm ever going to defend her on this show. We're doing it 12:28. It's about 9:30. Just for timestamps. We'll look at the timestamp here. It's about 33 minutes into the show. And I am saying right now that good old Greta just needs to be ignored. Just needs to be ignored. She will go away. She'll try and hook herself on to that next big global, fad that's going to happen where social justice. But hopefully in the next 3 years, there's an awakening in this girl's life. Because I think when you just keep doing the same thing over and over and trying to ask for attention for stuff that you really don't have any, she has no real knowledge of, she has no real idea of what she speaks. She's proven it time and time again in speeches and interviews. I mean, she really fucked up that one time. She fucked up the credibility big time after the IDF took her from going to Gaza and then was like, we have been kidnapped, held. I mean, she is not a smart girl when it comes to PR. You can tell she needs a PR agent. And I don't think there's going to be a PR agent within an 80 billion foot radius of getting Greta Thunberg anywhere near the relevancy she used to have back in the day. I mean, she's older now. You know, the everybody's looking for, you know, the next young wunderkind, and it ain't her. It ain't her, buddy. Sorry. Oh man. Let's talk about this just because of how messed up it was. Let's bring up a news story here. Times India, Yahoo. Who cares about what Rogan said? I mean, it was calls his murder an obscenity. Seen in rare sighting following dead. What we know, another BBC article. This is from about 10 days ago. And let's just kind of bring. Yeah, here it is. By the way, this video that the BBC has is actually from Compound Media. But I don't think anybody really knows that because this was a different show than the Anthony Cumia show. But we all know what happened. Rob Reiner's son, Nick, allegedly had a fight with his parents at a Hollywood at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party. Bill Hader was there, got into a fight with him. They go home. They leave him at the party to be with everybody else. So made him everybody else's problem instead of taking him out of that situation. And I get it. He might have been violent. He might have had some shit going on emotionally. We've all been there. We have all fucking been there, guys. I've seen it at parties. I've been that person. But you take the person home who's causing the problem. You do not make it other people's problems. Even it could save so much more time in any kind of situation. Just remember, either remove yourself or the problem. If you are the ride of that person, remove that thing immediately. Get that person out of that situation, because then you'll have shit like this where then after the Bill Hader thing, he leaves and then goes to a hotel, and within a couple more hours, director of The Princess Bride, also known as Meathead, is dead along with his wife, Michele Reiner. Rob Reiner dies. I didn't believe it at first. I kind of thought it was because I have a lot of conservative and a lot of liberal X accounts that I follow. So I always started weeding into everything and seeing like, oh my God, he had his their necks were slit. Really kind of gruesome detail of the fact that they were left there for like hours too. It's kind of wild. Nobody was able to hear any kind of like struggle or scream. I don't know really what the house looked like. I've only seen the aerial footage of the death or the property. But this is again from the 17th. Nick Reiner, 32, has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder after the death of his parents, Hollywood director Rob Reiner, and his producer wife, Michele. The bodies of the celebrated couple, who were 78 and 68 respectively, were found at their home in Brentwood, Los Angeles on the 14th of December. Their son was arrested in Los Angeles the same day and made his first court appearance on the 17th, waiving his right to enter a guilty plea or a not guilty plea on the charges of murdering his parents. Rob Reiner, who was known for directing This is Spinal Tap, When Harry Met Sally, obviously another big one. So it's a sad story. And then Nick Reiner was in custody without bail. So they kept him out, didn't give him bail. Great. I love it. Absolutely fucking love it. No motive for the killing was alleged by prosecutors. Has been alleged by prosecutors. I just think, again, this dude was a spoiled brat. He had been out of rehab a shit ton of times. Constantly in and out of clinics. It's already sounding like that. Plus, your dad made movies that are just absolutely legendary. Like, you want to talk about some of the most amazing movies of all time. This is Spinal Tap is one of my favorite movies because it's awesome to watch that movie and then watch rock stars react to This is Spinal Tap, because they've all had these moments. That Rob Reiner put together. So it's kind of hard to believe. And I will say, I'm going to kind of bring this into the forefront. I disagreed with Rob Reiner a lot, but I did not think it was it was good that he died. And I also don't think what President Trump said either was good. I think it should have been, something short, something sweet. I'm not going to do a voice, but just, sad it happened and then move on. He went on a whole long Truth Social screed saying, he had TDS and okay, sure, but the man just died. Can you hold it in for a day, Donnie? Just hold it in for a day, like 24 hours, maybe 72, or the first 48 to really kind of gain evidence so we know we got the right guy in case there's a dude on the loose, and saying the TDS thing. Yes, TDS is a problem in this country. I believe it is. And, you can't really blame your shit on the president. You can blame it on everybody but yourself. You're not doing what you need to do in life. But it just was too soon. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was tasteful to do it. Do I respect Rob Reiner as a director and as a Hollywood mogul? Yes. I respect the shit out of him. He's legendary. His dad was a fucking god. His dad was an absolute G in Hollywood. Carl Reiner, fucking amazing. Said some of the best movies and TV shows ever. And ends up, son dying to his grandson. It's a horrible legacy. I never thought would be any kind of actual thing from that. And I didn't have Rob Reiner dying. I had Charlie Kirk before I had Rob Reiner. If I'm being honest, I had Charlie Kirk longer or way before I had Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner lived in a mansion away from everybody and went out to parties and maybe to the store. Charlie Kirk was out trying to change lives and make them better. Rob Reiner did a different kind of make people's lives better by entertaining us. But what a weird fucking story, dude. Like, just insane. R.I.P. Rob and Michele Reiner, man. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna do this, and let's play some music, shall we? Let's see what this sounds like. I like it. Bring this up a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna do is talk about predictions. 2026 is coming up. And with technology moving the way it is, there's some ideas I have. One is a high idea. I have no idea what I was trying to get with this, but you know what? I put it on the list. Final one's going to probably be the most true out of all of them. But I got 3 predictions for 2026. And here they are. The bottom one is my number 3. You will see me in another media form, which might be true. You might see me in another media form coming up soon. Actually, might be doing some VR streams, so that came true. Someone will try to wreck the White House ballroom. I feel like before UFC 250, they're going to have to protect this ballroom all the time in 2026 from being taken down by psychotic leftists. It's the only people that are willing to do this to ruin something for the country. Far left political violence, you'll be seeing that a lot more, I think, in 2026, which actually leads to this one right here. USA 250 will either, I'll amend this right now. I'll amend this. Let's bring this down just a little bit. I'm going to amend this one real quick. I think it will either be canceled or because of number 2 on there, on the list here, I feel like it will be moved to the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., and there will be way more heightened security than what we can get at the White House. I do not believe it will be done at the White House. I do not believe UFC 250 or USA 250 will be at the White House. I feel like they're going to, at some point, move it to where the Washington Capitals play and where the Washington Wizards play. I don't think it's going to happen. If it does and goes off without a hitch, that'll say something. It's on the president's birthday. We all know this. I get it. But with everything going on, you will see a lot more violence from the left. You will see a lot more Islamic violence as well. I feel like, especially with not only the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, you're also going to have the 25th. And for some of you who are 11, 12 years old who are watching this stream, know that 2026 is the 25th anniversary of 9/11. It's here. And would something happen? If you don't think something could happen, you're looking through a glass that has some of the darkest liquor on planet Earth, and you're about to take a swig to go to sleep. Because I feel like with everything going on in the UK, and I haven't really gotten political on this show, but it's the end of the fucking year. I made predictions, and I feel like it's actually going to happen, where we are going to be at a point in our country, especially on July 4th of all days, July 4th, which, let's see what day that falls on this coming year. Let's take a look at the calendar here. July. Where is it? May, June. When's my birthday this year? It's on a Monday. All right. Yeah, July 4th is on a Saturday this year. So if you don't think that, and then what's 9/11 on this year? 9/11 is on a Friday. You don't think just to disrupt some shit, having a Friday and Saturday holiday this year, having a Friday or a Friday anniversary and also a Saturday holiday in July 4th, that we're not going to probably see some shit go down? You're blind. You're blind to the world, and you don't want to actually be willing to look at other cultures and go, "Oh fuck, they're coming. They're coming." They don't follow the laws here, Islamists. They don't. Sorry. I've seen video of a guy admitting that in the UK, where it's you follow the laws of an Islamic country, you do not follow the laws anywhere else. That's what they're saying. That's how a lot of Islamists take this, and they're going to try. I see something, especially on the 4th of July, happening. It's going to be a lot of guilt. It's going to be a lot of stolen land. It's going to be a lot of the old tropes coming out on the 4th of July by your friendly neighborhood leftists and the Democrats that, support those leftists because they want the power that the leftists will bring them through the violence, which then they have to deal with the Islamic right. Best way I can describe it. Once they take power, they don't play with any of the stuff the leftists are into. So you're gonna see a power dynamic and shift probably in 2026 in this country, either one way or the other. And the first shots across the bow will be probably around the time of UFC 250, because they're trying to make this a huge event. They're trying to make every little piece of this memorable. And without the proper security, it will be memorable. But they need security. Need it. Especially with also, we got the midterms coming up in November. So that's going to be an interesting time to really kind of pay attention. But yeah, 2026, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like this 2024 was kind of the beginning of something bigger than we've experienced in this country, at least in a very long time. I'm talking generations haven't experienced a lot of this kind of stuff. And we're going to see what our metal is made out of in the millennial world. I mean, that's the thing. You got American millennials, myself included. We're like a soft white underbelly. We're a lot of us, don't really want conflict. A lot of us don't want to do any of that kind of stuff, and we try and keep it as peaceful as possible. But then you got the psychos, and the psychos are always out there trying to fuck with you, and you got to kind of yell at them every once in a while, but you can deal with them. You can't deal what's really coming down the pike. There's going to be some stuff happening in the year 2026. And I hate to say that. I really don't like the fact that shit's going to happen, but it is what it is, and it's the world we're living in. So I'm really sad at the fact that I know something really bad's going to happen and come out of this. But at the same time, we've kind of done it to ourselves over the last 25 years. And the Bush administration didn't do anything really to help that. The Obama administration tried by dropping a lot of drone bombs on people, but we paid the wrong people. We got the right people or the wrong people to do stuff for us. And, they ended up turning on us, especially at Abbey Gate. So 2026 is going to be fun. It's going to be real fun, guys. Fuck. Let me bring this up. Jake Paul. Let's bring up a video I think that'll make everybody happy. And that's the Jake Paul KO. Let's see if I can find a video. There we are. All right. Let's forward this a little bit. There it is. All right. So Jake Paul got his ass knocked off, or got his ass, dick kicked in by a real fighter. And let's all point and laugh at good old Jakey Poo here. Let's bring that there. Perfect. Boom. All right. This was awesome. I resubscribed to Netflix for this. So I was a very happy camper for it. And to just know that Jake Paul got his face crushed was great. So let's watch this to kind of lighten the mood after my predictions.
If he does land his best shot at the moment, not that much is going to happen. And it almost, there's a left hook.
Bam! All right, let's watch that again. Let's go back a couple seconds. And then he swings. Boom. Right there. Jake Paul was sat down, and the world of boxing got happy. Yeah. I paid the $17.99. I enjoyed it. He got the shit knocked out of him. It was great. Oh my God. Let's just watch it again. Body shot he tries, keeps going. Joshua wings it and then just throws that left hand in. Just throws that left hand in like a saint. Saving the sport of boxing not once, but twice. Anthony Joshua, I'm putting him up for sainthood, guys. I'm putting AJ up for sainthood. Patron saint of boxing. I mean, just look at him. He's smiling as he knows Jake's about to die. And then he goes one more time. Here it is. And then he just hook. And then bam, jab to the body. Left hand in or right hand in. AJ shuts the lights off. Thank God. And there it is. It's a great fucking time, guys. It's a great fucking time. You know what else is a great time? The Ray Hyclak Show. What more do you need? What more do you need? The Ray Hyclak Show is amazing. And I can't believe we got through most of my news stories today. We got through all of my bitter, batter, jabber, gibber bullshit in an hour. 45. We got 40 hour 45 minutes. We did it. See if I missed anything. Oh, yeah, this kind of took off. I did want to talk about this and how big of just a bitch Jack Doherty is. I didn't know who Jack Doherty was until this video came out. Let's bring this down, but and then go here. This kid is just about a piece of shit. I'll end the podcast on this because I don't like this fucking kid. He doesn't know who I am. I'm actually pretty fine with him never knowing who I am. And if I saw him in public, I would spit in his face because he's just a worthless little worm. Like, he's just a little straight up bitch boy. Like, I've never seen such children in my life. And Jack Doherty and his friends are those fucking idiots. Because they run through, they're just looking for problems. A lot of these IRL streamers, so we've heard stories of IRL streamers doing pranks. Let me widen this so I can get more of my finger in here. More pranks on people. Nobody fucking asked for that, by the way. Nobody asked for candid camera 24/7. Nobody asked for it. I didn't see a vote. I didn't see a humanoid memorandum come out saying that they were bringing a form of candid camera back in IRL stream. I know Speed, I Show Speed does it. He's been in the WWE. I think the Paul brothers did some like live streaming shit early on in their careers. But guys like Jack Doherty are the reason I believe in Plant B, because there are some human beings out there, some worthless, feckless little boys who want to go out in real life and then act a fool and then run away because they can get somebody in trouble because, oh, dude, I wasn't doing anything. He was doing, he came over to me and he hurt me. Well, the person that hurt you and your friends is a former UFC heavyweight champion who still was fucking guys up in his early 40s. You fucked with Andrei Arlovski, son. You fucked with a guy, and I'm gonna try and get myself in frame here. That way I can kind of look good on my fucking thing on the reel here. But this fucking dummy, just apparently he does this a lot. Apparently he does this with, just regular people. But when you do it with a guy like Andrei Arlovski, who's been at a fight all night, amped up and jacked, and then you pull this shit, bumps into him, just bumps the fuck into Andrei Arlovski, should be saying, no, thank you, sir. I don't want to fucking fight you. But instead, this happens.
That dude looked like a fucking giant from the movie 300. What are you doing?
And then his boys try and jump Andrei for some reason.
Giant from the movie 300. What are you doing?
Look at this fucking little waif. This little fuck thinks he's gonna fucking beat up Andrei Arlovski. If I was the security dude, I would have just backed up and gotten in front of Jack and then been like, you two idiots are on your fucking own. You fight him. So let's continue. Almost fought him. Then homeboy in the back here. I don't know what the white hat motherfucker's doing. You got this idiot over here, and I think the white hat gets knocked out here.
Chill.
Yeah, here it is. Bam.
Dave.
Blocked by Andrei. And then just fucking runs away. I gotta tell you, dude, like these fucking IRL streamers, these just low lifes. And I am not an IRL streamer, by the way. I want everybody to know that. I don't classify myself as that. I'm just some idiot online. That's it. I'm not looking to start problems out in the world. I'm looking to start problems online. Why not? But when you got a guy like Andrei Arlovski who can legitimately snap your neck, why are you starting shit? And then Jack decides to just hide behind this fucking security guard here. I love this.
Get the fuck out. Get out.
Of course they're wearing a Team Jake shit. It's such a bitch. He's such a bitch. Look at him. He's just both of them, all of them are just bitches. I would love to fight them 3-on-1. I guarantee you I could beat at least one of these little queers. I could beat one of these little assholes in a fucking heartbeat. And I barely box. But these motherfuckers I could handle pretty easily. No security guard, no nothing. Jack Doherty, you're just a bitch, bro. You're just a bitch. And that's all you will ever be after that fucking fight with Andrei Arlovski. Because you backed up quicker than your boys did. Your boys tried to jump him and do a 3-on-1, And Andrei, being the giant that he is, fucked your kids' worlds up. Good. And I hope they learn a lesson. I've seen he's running his fucking dick licker a bunch about some other shit. Why? What do you have to gain from this, Jack? Besides some unwanted attention from, actual pundits of MMA, of all these things, and you end up looking like a bitch. It's fine. You just end up looking like the bitch you are, and you can fucking, do your thing, but you'll always be a bitch because you hid behind your security guard, Jack. You hid behind your security guard like a mo. And as far as I'm concerned, for you doing that, no respect on any of your videos. So get ready for a lot of shit posting from me because I will be doing it. All right, kids. We've made it the hour. Gone a little bit over. Thank you, guys. Let's play the music. There it is. Another week of the Ray Hyclak Show has come to an end. New year coming, 2026. January 24th, UFC 324. I'll be live on all platforms doing a reaction stream for that card from beginning of it to the end. I'm going the full thing because it's the first show on Paramount Plus. We'll be doing that every single time there's a numbered event. So there'll be 2 weeks in a row where I go live for it. We appreciate every single person that watched tonight. Give a heart, give a like, give all of that. And I want y'all to remember from me, when you're having a bad day, you're going through life and it's really, really fucking rough, all you have to do is think these words and your life will be better. Everybody gets bugs. Thank you guys very much. You have a great night. And as always, you're sexy. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Keep it going for your DJ.